AC Milan defeat Napoli here in Serie A, match day 5, I want to believe. And for me, it's one of my favorite games from this weekend. After the Madrid battering, the Liverpool loss. Um, it's nice to see a different league, different environment, and just honestly, just a great game. Starting 11 here with Magman. He was superior this game. Key goalkeeper here. To Morton, ever since they've been playing the three back and five midfield with the two up top. Um, AC Milan's been doing that for a year and a half now. After last season they were just not the team that they were. That's good to a winning season back in 22, 23, and getting knocked out of the Champions League, not making it to Europe last season. Um, they need a change. So back three: Tomori, Gabia, and Pavlovic. Uh, Estupinian, who he's playing Brighton, got a red card. Terrible challenge. He was grabbing Policiano's during play and gave away the penalty. Rabiot, Luka Modric was superb. I think his rating probably should have been way higher. Fofana, Salamancers, really happy to see him back. I remember seeing him back in like 2020, 2019. He's gone on two different loans, I think to Bologna and Roma, I want to believe. And I'm just, happy to see Salamancers back. He reminds me of that era of like Zlatan, the Rebic, um, that whole like lockdown, quarantine type era of AC Milan. And then, of course, you have Raul Jimenez. Santiago Jimenez with Christian Pulisic, who's also superb. Napoli, I'm a huge fan of their team. I really like Napoli's players. I like Antonio Conte. I like what he's done with the club last season. Serie A is known to bring in like talents from different leagues, especially in Premier League, and making them into better known players. You can say it to a Lukaku. You can even say that to Zlatan after United to LA Galaxy. Um, a lot of from top of my list, Darmian, Alexis Sanchez, Pogba. A lot of players from the Premier League return or get a move to Napoli, and here you can see it with Rasmus Højlund, who didn't have the best of games. I'm a huge fan of Rasmus Højlund. He was in Atalanta. United just wasn't it for him. It's a shame. I just think he was getting more hate than he deserves. I'm sure he wasn't getting the goals, but I really do think he's a good striker, and hopefully he does really well here in Napoli. Platiano, and can't really say Anguissa, Kevin De Bruyne, who scored the penalty, Scott McTominay, La Botoca, Maranucci, Jesus, Miguel Gutierrez, De Lorenzo, and Merritt. Napoli is not playing, um, their main uh, the defense, and but I really like what Antonio Conte has done with this Napoli team. Substitutions, I was really shocked after the red card from Estupinian, the Ecuadorian. He took out Christian Pulisic. I was really surprised. I thought they were going to drop Santiago Jimenez and keep Pulisic, but no, he decided to take out Pulisic, and Pulisic. Um, nah, it was actually De Bruyne who got angry, but I was really shocked with that move there from Allegri. But Rafael Leao coming back from injury, finally get some minutes. Connie De Winter, uh, the youngster David Beretgashi, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Napoli with David Neres. For me, I think he had a huge impact towards late in the game. He had a crazy shot. He's just a really skillful, quick player. I think Napoli definitely could have used, especially with they probably should have subbed him earlier. Oh, when did they get the penalty? 60th minute. I think when the red card, they should have just put on their David Neres. He was really quick, pacey, skillful, really good player, and I think he should have got on a little more earlier. He probably would have got a goal. And Billy Gilmore towards the end, Noah Lang. Yeah, that's pretty much with the substitutions. With Napoli having a bunch of injuries, with Oliveira, the Uruguayan, Romelu Lukaku has been hurt until November, early November, which is why they pick up Rasmus Højlund. But Serie A is such an entertaining league. People say Serie A is like um, washed league, whatever. So, but Serie A is one of the most entertaining leagues, really. If you look like this is how Serie A should be. Not the Milan, Napoli, Roma, Juve, Inter, Atalanta. You can also say Bologna, who's been going up recently. They have good players. They have good teams, and I really love to see, and especially Como, the coming up of Como with Nico Paz, and what Cesc Fabregas has been doing in Como. Syria has just been going up and up, and it's also nice to see AC Milan after that terrible season getting 4 wins in a row. Next game against Juve is gonna be huge. I'm a huge fan of Kenan Yildiz. Um, it's just every team here looks sharp. Looks like they are able to do to win the Scudetto. Inter they were lacking back-to-back defeats, dropped them 9 points. The front three also all tied with 12. It's really entertaining. Really, Como could have 100% been up there, but drawing to a Genoa, and then I think they scored a late goal. No, but I feel like those are 2 wins Como should have had, and they probably could be in the top three. Really, if they had won those games. So Como looks good going against Atalanta next, which will be a little difficult. Um, but yeah, really excited here for this rest of the season. They started a little bit more behind than the Spanish league and I believe the English league. But yeah, really excited here, and really, Milan, my favorite Italian team. Always looked you know, every time I watch Italy or even like during lockdowns, I was huge watching AC Milan and the players they're bringing in, and I miss the likes of Lucas Piatek and Christoph Piatek. I remember that era, Christoph Piatek and Lucas Paqueta, Bonucci, that whole era of AC Milan. uh, Man, I wish Christoph Piatek could have been something, but yeah, really uh, fun game. Towards the end, Napoli was just getting a chance. Kevin De Bruyne getting his goals in for Napoli. Really happy to see him thriving in the league. Really want to see Santiago. I was a huge fan of his in Feyenoord, and he was close to leaving this summer. And it's a shame. He's a really talented striker, and I really want him and Pulisic to work well together. But the likes of Rafael Leao coming in. Um, I swear AC Milan was. They also have like more like they have Samuel Ricci from who was in was it Torino? Whole team. I think it was Torino. A huge fan of his. Really, that was like a signing that actually like wanted Milan to make, and they did it. I've always signed him in career mode. Always. Christoph and Kuku. Milan have the players. So really excited to see for the rest of the season.